Warren Buffett is famously frugal and has said, "Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving." On the other hand, every 20-something's idol, professional visionary and amateur clown, Elon Musk, is reported to have said, "Making an extra 10K is easier than trying to save 10K. The sooner you understand that, the sooner your life will improve." But these individuals are very far removed from the everyday experience of regular people.
It is a deep-fried songbird. You eat it whole. Oh my god.
So what school of thought, saving more or earning more, will yield the best results for regular individuals? Look, I know what a lot of you are thinking. You might be looking at this debate and thinking, the answer's simple, just earn more. Or conversely, there might be a lot of you who are thinking, well, I know the answer, it's simple, you just have to save more. Well, in this video, I'm going to discuss the nuances of saving more versus earning more that are rarely discussed. Now, one important thing to get out of the way first is that I'm only going to talk about income that is earned by working for an employer. So meaning in the US, that's a W-2 income, and in Canada, the equivalent is a T4 income. I'm not going to talk about income that's earned from running a business or income that is derived from investments that are passive or semi-passive, because the dynamics of those types of income are much more different and complex, and that could take up a whole separate video. Alright, with that out of the way, let's start with the truism that time is money. We need time to make money, and if we have money, we can trade it for time. Time and money are interchangeable. Even though I should say that the exchange rate of time and money will actually vary over the course of one's life. Saving takes time, just as saving time can mean spending more money. Cooking your own meals takes time. If you clip coupons or scour the flyers for sales, that takes up time and mental bandwidth. Fixing your own plumbing issues takes time. A lot of time if you're new to it and do not have the aptitude for it. And all that time could be spent earning money. Now, earning more allows you to save time. You can spend money on ordering food, hiring a cleaner to clean your house, hiring someone to shovel your snow or mow your lawn, and get a mechanic to repair your car. The wealthier you get, the less you will value every marginal dollar. However, there is no diminishing returns to free time. Given that time always moves forward, unless you're in a Christopher Nolan movie, and that we are constantly getting older, your time on this planet is constantly decreasing. So every marginal minute becomes more valuable as time progresses. This is Marissa Mayer, who served as president and CEO of Yahoo from 2012 to 2017. Marissa Mayer is reported to have worked 130-hour weeks while at Yahoo. And if you do the math, it's only 5.4 hours per day of not working. That is to say, not 5.4 hours of sleeping, but 5.4 hours of time spent outside of work. She had to carefully time her showers and her meal times and even her bathroom breaks. She reportedly earned $900,000 every week, meaning that every working hour of her time was valued at $7,000. And I suspect she outsourced everything that did not involve her work. On the extreme end, billionaires hire chefs and assistants and cleaners to take care of their mundane chores. If you are a highly paid CEO who works long hours, you would definitely want to outsource all of your menial tasks, as the value of your time will be incredibly high, while the value you attach to money will be relatively lower. But for the vast majority of us normies, the decision is less clear. So back to the question, should you focus on earning more or saving more? Well, there are certain things you will want to consider when deciding. So here we go. Number one, when it comes to earning more money, each additional dollar is not free. You don't just make more money. Usually, you make more money by taking on more challenging tasks. More high-value roles, also known as taking on more stress and responsibility. You might even have to put in more hours of work per day, which can eat into your effective hourly pay. And stress is a key source of disutility. Now, it's entirely possible to get a raise or a promotion without an attendant increase in stress, but this is incredibly rare, and if you experience this, then you are one of the lucky few. And I'll admit, stress is not always bad. Stress can make us more resilient. However, there is a type of stress that can strengthen us, and there is the type of stress that can break us. And you won't always know which kind you'll be getting when you sign up for a promotion or a raise. Number 2, each additional dollar is taxed at a higher rate. Now, whether or not this is true will depend on the jurisdiction you live in, but generally speaking, a lot of developed countries tend to have progressive tax rates, meaning that every additional chunk of income that you earn will be taxed at a higher rate, and consequently you will keep less of every dollar that's earned. Now, there's a reason why a lot of countries implement progressive tax rates, and that is because, number 3, each additional dollar produces less marginal utility. The concept of diminishing marginal utility is a powerful one, and one that is immediately relevant to everyday life. You ever crave a pizza? Maybe you went out and ordered a pizza, and you had the first slice and it tasted amazing. And so you had a second slice and it tasted just as good. It hit the spot. It's just what you needed. So you go ahead and have a third slice, and it's pretty good, but you're starting to feel a little full now. And then you have a fourth slice, and now you are pretty full and it's really not hitting the spot anymore, and you're pretty stuffed. But against your better judgment, you have a fifth slice. At this point, you're just putting food matter into your face hole. You can barely taste it. Have another slice. You get the point. If you make $50,000 a year, making an additional $25,000 is great. And you should probably strive for more if you're making $50,000 a year, lest you leave money on the table. But if you make $500,000 a year, an extra $250,000 a year will not change your life and level of happiness that much. So earning more may be a great thing up to a certain point, beyond which each dollar's marginal utility will diminish. Now, where that point is exactly is going to be a personal matter. Cost of living, what your priorities are, and what your goals are, how much you want to save, and other factors will determine where exactly that point is. Beyond which, earning more might be less effective than focusing on increasing savings. Number 4, increases in income only last for a limited time. If you are on W-2 or T4 income, meaning you simply work for a company and you're salaried and you get paid every 2 weeks or every month, then your income, including your raise, will only last for as long as you actually have the job. Passive income, on the other hand, can last indefinitely and have little to no stress associated with earning it, assuming you're doing it correctly. Every dollar saved permanently reduces your level of spending and, if invested correctly, can generate returns in perpetuity, assuming you maintain a responsible withdrawal rate and do not deplete it. And it will also reduce the total size of the portfolio that you need to generate the passive income required to meet your expenses. And finally, number 5, focusing on saving more will make you more mindful with money and more financially efficient. That is, of course, only after a certain level of income has been achieved. I'm sure we all know about Nicolas Cage and his antics.
F-G-H-I-G.
You have to, or I'll fire you. Do you understand?
Not the bees! Ah! Open my eyes! Ah!
How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned?
No, not those antics. At the height of his fame, he was earning $20 million per movie. But you know how it is. You're making millions and then you go out and you buy a dinosaur skull, a value pack of castles, 2 islands, albino cobras, a pyramid-shaped tomb, and more mysterious skulls. And before you know it, the money's all gone. And now you have to make 5 movies a year just to pay your bills. There are many stories of stars of sports and screen who have gone from riches to rags, which is proof that you cannot out-earn terrible money habits. Frugality is a skill and it is a lifestyle. And you should have a saver's mentality at any level of income. But one should try to hit that sweet spot of income where the stress is sustainable and the income is adequate to meet one's basic needs, discretionary wants, and savings for investments. Once that is achieved, focusing on saving more is more optimal in my opinion. So what's the takeaway here? Saving at any level of income is a good idea if you want to become financially independent. It is an essential habit, but broadly speaking, it is important to focus on increasing your income if your current income is low. And what low income means is going to depend on your personal perspective, but generally speaking, I'd say anything less than the median income in your area could be considered low. And once you start hitting a point of diminishing returns due to taxes and stress, it is a better idea to focus on optimizing savings. And of course, none of what I said matters if you love your job or your job is very low stress or if your income is passive or semi-passive. So what do you guys think? Have you guys thought about these factors? Is there anything I missed? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Cheers.